Hey, what's up, comic fam, comic fans? I'm coming to you with my comic haul for this week. It's coming a little late. We had a big snowstorm here in the Northeast, but I'm still getting it to you. I'm still gonna give you my thoughts and reviews on this week's comics. So let's get into them right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, that notification bell if you like the content. And don't forget new content every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, sometimes even other days of the week. So let's get into the comics. Oh, and before we get to the comics, this Monday I'm going to drop my first giveaway video. So we're giving away some free comics. So come check in, especially if you entered my last giveaway, because that's who I'm giving these books to. Alright, on to the comics. From Dark Horse, we've got Cyberpunk number 4. This is number 4 of a 4-part series. So Cyberpunk 2077 followed a trauma team from, I'm gonna guess it's from the video game. I haven't played the game, I don't know. I don't even know if the game's getting good reviews. But here we have Cyberpunk 2077 by Cullen Bunn with Miguel Valderrama on the art. It was a really good read. I enjoyed it. I liked all 4 parts. When I first bought it, I didn't even know it was based on the video game. So it was actually a really good book. If you're playing the game, pick it up. I think it's worth a read. And even if you're not, it doesn't seem to tie in or rely on the video game too much. So why not? Give it a shot. I enjoyed it. Cyberpunk 2077. Next up, we got Solid Blood number 17. I've been on this series since issue 1. I'm kidding, guys. This is actually the first issue. It was a book, one of those secret books like Die, Die, Die that Robert Kirkman just decided to drop out of the blue. It's interesting. You know, there's really no backstory to it. People don't know where it's coming from. We still don't know what it's about, but it's a really interesting read. Apparently there's some superheroes who can control this thing called Solid Blood, but it's an interesting read. If you could find it, try to get it, but it kind of blew up. I think it's about $15 on eBay or something like that. My local comic shop actually pulled all the issues they got to the side for his regulars, and so I ended up getting one at cover price, so I can't complain. It was pretty awesome. Thanks, Red Shirt Comics. Next up, we've got Star Wars Darth Vader number 8, Into the Fire, the Eye. Pretty trippy issue for Darth Vader here. I like this. Darth Vader, he's been downsized a little bit. So they've really, I want to say humanized him, but they've kind of humbled him, and there's no wrath like Darth Vader's wrath. So in this book, we see he's gearing up for a little revenge. It's a good issue. Next up, we're moving on to Marvel. Well, we moved on to Marvel, didn't we, with Darth Vader? But we're moving on to the MCU, or the Marvel comic universe, not the Star Wars universe. Anyway, we got Savage Avengers number 16. It was a really good issue. You got the team here on its on a mission to get the second eye of Agamotto. It kind of gives power, enhances strength. So Doctor Strange is trying to get that over here for Conan, our boy Conan, but we all know Conan doesn't like magic, so kind of seemed like a wasted mission, but these guys kicked ass. Let me just say that. So this team was pretty awesome. You got the Juggernaut, you got Black Knight, you got Magic, and you got Conan. Definitely an exciting series, worth a read. It's been 16 issues following Conan and his fight against Kulan Gath. So it's a really good series. I recommend that one. Alright, next up we've got Immortal Hulk number 41. I really dig this cover. You've got Thing and the Hulk just hanging out. They actually do have a meal, but it's Joe Fixit in control of the Hulk, so it's more like puny Hulk than big old green Hulk. But it's a really good issue. You're really getting into the psyche, and you really see Joe Fixit trying to help the Hulk. He's becoming way more of a caretaker than the gangster he used to be in the past. And I think Al Ewing's doing a really good job separating all these different psyches of the Hulk, all these different personalities he has. So it's a really intriguing book. I think there's only 9 issues left of the Immortal Hulk. So if you can get trades or something, read it. It's really good. It's a really good series. Definitely worth a pickup. All right, next up we've got Endless Winter Part 5, Justice League. I've just got every issue of Justice League from number 1 to 58. I got Part 1 of Endless Winter. I didn't like it. I jumped in on Part 5, so I can't be totally impartial to this review of the book, but what I will say is it's not poorly done. It's just at this point kind of lost as to what's happening in the book. But if you're not, that might be one of the stronger issues in the series. I read Part 1 and Part 5, and I like that one a lot better than I did Part 1. So if you're reading it, that's a good one. All right, next up we've got Dark Knight's Death Metal number 6. This is the second to last issue. It's actually really good. Really good. It makes a lot of sense. I like the one-offs more than I've liked the main storyline, but I actually liked this particular issue. It was very Wonder Woman centric, but you also had this huge battle happening in the two storylines that were kind of taking place in this book. So you have Wonder Woman trying to find a way to beat the Darkest Knight, and then you have the heroes on the battlefield holding them off until Wonder Woman can, come up with that grand plan. So Wonder Woman shows a lot of fortitude in that book, and it's a really good read. I definitely recommend picking that up. I'm looking forward to issue 7. That'll be the finale, and we'll see where it goes from there. As we all know, nothing really ends with the final issue. I'm sure there'll be some kind of spin-off or something, and it'll definitely tie in to future DC events. Anyway, we got Batman 105 up next. Good issue. Tynion is still doing a really good job. I think it kind of ended. I think the Ghostmaker story arc, it's going to continue. Ghostmaker will reappear. He will be a reappearing character, and so will the Clown Killer. But both characters kind of, at the end of this book, go off on separate paths. And I think they're going to be fixtures in the Batman universe. Good issue. Kind of an ending to this arc. I think another arc will pick up. So that'll be awesome. I really like what Tynion's doing on Batman. Last up, this is an older book. It's We Live number 1. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I have not read it yet, but I plan to read it, and hopefully it's good. So if you've read it, let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm looking forward to delving into this book. I believe issue 3 just came out this past week. So if I like issue 1, I'll jump on the series and I'll go pick up the rest of them. Alright, so let's get down to brass tacks with what we got here. I'd say my favorite issue of the week, my read of the week, is Savage Avengers number 16. This is my favorite book of the week. If you're looking for some really good old 1990s image goodness, see if you can find yourself a copy of Solid Blood, because that is awesome. Batman, just solid writing and solid artwork, so definitely worth a pickup. If you're into Star Wars, I really recommend Darth Vader. It is my favorite in the Star Wars universe. It's also the only book I'm reading in the Star Wars universe, but I have read some of the other ones. And Immortal Hulk and Al Ewing, it's coming to an end soon. You guys need to read that. It is really good, really good. But again, my cover / read of the week, Savage Avengers. Well, anyway, guys, that's my haul for the week. That's what I picked up. That's what I reviewed for you guys. If you can, hit that like button. Just smash it. Share. Hit that notification bell. Comment down below. I really love the comments, guys. I try to answer every single one. If I don't respond to a comment, YouTube probably aided and thought it was some kind of bot or something. I don't know. But I really try to get to all the comments. Again, if you've read We Live, I'd love to hear about that, just what you think about it. So remember, new content Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, sometimes other days. And do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for next week's comics and make sure I get rid of some more snow so I can actually get to the comic shops on time this week. Peace. Alright, next up we've got Star Wars Darth Maul. Darth Maul. If you can, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, share. You know the rigmarole. You know the cadence. You know what everybody says.